4 months in so far to my return to the sports card collecting, now investing, selling, dealing, um, for the first time since I was probably 15 years old. So about a 30-year gap there. Jumped back in June this year, 2023. And I thought I'd share some of my thoughts on my assessment, kind of the industry, where the hobby, as it's referred to, stands, and it's tough. I hear a lot of guys saying the same thing. It's tough out. I mean, prices obviously are not really as a whole going up, and it's hard to see what the stimulus would be for them to really jump as a group. Individual players are certainly gonna be ones that do produce and ones that don't, but obviously COVID did weird things to the economy in whole, and it created uh, the stimuluses that were handed out, and obviously sports cards benefit from that tremendously, and then came back down to earth and have continued down since then. So in June through the NFL preseason, I bought probably about 20, 50 to $150 cards, rookie cards, mainly quarterbacks, or players that I thought had a good chance to become stars, really wide receivers that I thought could become stars. As a whole, I would just say to anybody doing this, don't do that. Just think about the math. If you're selling on eBay, you're buying on eBay, which is all I've done. You buy $100 card, you pay sales tax, and my understanding is there may be ways to legally get around that, and I'll be looking into that. But for now, I pay sales tax, shipping. So usually $5, $6 sales tax, $5 shipping. So you're in for 111 on a $100 card. Then when you go to sell, you're paying 13% eBay fee plus shipping. So just to break even, if you buy $100 card, you can do the math. You're gonna have to sell that for around $125 plus shipping, after they take the eBay fee, just to break even. I mean, you'd have to be pretty good on your purchase to be able to do that anytime soon. And so if I could do it again, instead of buying 20, 50 to $150 cards, let's say I spent 2,500 bucks, I'd buy $500 cards, like, and really research them, know what I was buying, not have a bunch of transaction fees, and just get the rare numbered auto, um, PSA 10 or one of one, just special cards, because I got to tell you, they talk about the junk wax era from 85 to 2000, and now the terms getting thrown around, the junk slab era. Um, there's a lot of junk slabs out there, and what's PSA grade, a million cards a month, like, that's where I get to the industry, and what would make prices as a whole go up. I mean, what would makes it is going to make it's supply and demand. So as the supply continues to just be out of control, demand's not going to keep up with that, and only certain really collectible players are going to be successful if things continue the way they are in terms of everything getting slabbed, everything, 100 different prisms and variations of every card. Like, it's a joke. It is actually a joke. So we'll see where that goes. There's no end in sight to it, by the way. The one thing I did do, this I would do if I was new, I bought 40,000 cards for $500. So I got 8 5,000 count boxes. They were advertised as virtually all stars, a lot of Hall of Famers, almost no commons, and the description was absolute. And I got it on Facebook Marketplace, by the way. The description was absolutely spot on. You know, these were all stars. They're from anywhere from the '90s, 2000s, 2010s, a little bit of modern. No big dollar cards in there, but it's a great way to learn. Learned at eBay selling. I've listed 8,000 cards so far to sell. I've sold 600 cards. So the large majority of them $1.50 to $2, and you can do the math there. You're getting 40,000 cards, and if you can sell 10% of those, and the math, and there are the fees and the shipping and all the same stuff comes into play, but you can make some money there. You know, this guys that are doing it full time. I'm not sure exactly how that's working, but I have a full time job, so doing it as a side thing, hobby for fun, try to make a few bucks, or at least learn enough to eventually make a few bucks. You know, it's fun, but don't underestimate the amount of work that goes into it. Holy cow. Like, I mean, listing on eBay, and I have Card Dealer Pro. You know, I spent money for that. I have a scanner that works really well, and it is a lot of hours, a lot of easily a couple hundred hours put in over the 4 months so far, easily. And I've enjoyed it. You know, I've enjoyed it. I'm continuing to do it. When I get busy at work, I kind of have to shut it down, and it's fine. But pick it back up now and when I can, and buying the bulk, you know, and as a beginner, as a way to learn what's going on and get your feet wet, that's the way to go. Jumping in and buying cards in slabs off eBay, it's not a moneymaker. It's if you want to collect. I mean, it is fun. And then lastly, I've said it already, the amount of prisms, refractors, autos, numbered cards, variations, it's beyond ridiculous. Even one of ones, like you can look up any player and there's 21 of ones like in any given year. It's just like people aren't stupid. You know, people are naive and like myself, and just didn't quite. When I got a numbered card, numbered to 199, I was like, oh wow, like that's the guy's rookie, numbered to 199. That's pretty scarce. Well, guess what? There's a number to 499, 399, 299, 99, 10, 50 of 50 different sets of that guy. So that number to 199, what's it even mean? Like, it's what does it mean? What's the real value? Forget about base cards. I'm not even talking about base cards. Nobody wants a base card of anybody anymore. Rookie, whatever, it doesn't matter. So, you know, you just talk about actual junk. I won't even list any modern base cards. It's just a waste of time. So I get back, the question I get back to a lot is people talk about the junk wax era, 85 to 99, or give or take whatever, because of how overproduced these cards were. Is this era any better? Is modern 2023 on October 19th any better than the junk wax era? I'll leave you with that thought, and I don't see it. I don't think so. At least when I was a kid buying in the late '80s, I knew that what I was getting. I mean, I was buying packs for 50 cents. I was getting cards that most of them were worthless, and maybe a couple rookies were worth something. These days, I have no idea what I'm getting. I've done a decent amount of research, and I'll be the first to admit, 4 months in, the more I learn about it, like a lot of things in life, the more I realize I just have no clue. So, it's really, I mean, and I might be exaggerating a little bit about really not having any clue, but I don't have any clue what has value. I know players. Learning cards. So I heard an interview or a podcast, somebody, one of the bunch of guys that do sports cards podcasts, talking about the number of rookie cards he was comparing. And I think it was Kenny Pickett to Brock Purdy. Those names might not be 100% right, and these numbers might not be 100% right, but the point is 100% right. One of them had like 4,000 different rookie cards, and the other had like 6,000 different rookie cards. And the guy's main point was one was a little bit more better to collect than the other. I take a step back and just say, what are we doing? That there's thousands of different unique rookie cards for each player. What are we doing? How is this better than the junk wax era where there was a million of each card, but there was 5 sets? I mean, you can do the math. I don't think the math comes out any better with what we're doing today.